Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
And now my very great pleasure to welcome the Mayor of the Horowhenua, Bernie Wanden. Good morning and welcome to you.
Good morning, John, and to your listeners.
Lovely to talk to you. Now, of course, we've got to talk about the COVID-19, which is just dominating our thinking now. But there's other very important things going on. For example, ANZAC Day. This is going to be an ANZAC Day like no other, I suspect.
Yes, for sure. Look, it's obviously the first time ever, I think, that we've never been able to attend dawn parades or services throughout the day. It is going to be really different. Horowhenua Council, like everyone else, is encouraging people to get out to their letterbox or their driveway or even inside the warmth of their homes just to, at dawn, at 5 to 6 on Saturday morning, listen to the radio. There will be the last post and various talks and speeches given as well. So if you've got that opportunity, I think it would be great. I'll certainly be standing outside next to my letterbox at 5 to 6 on Saturday morning.
Indeed. And Nigel's going to be doing a special program here on Beach FM. I understand that you could well be involved in that as well.
Yes, Nigel has been in contact, so I'll look forward to talking to him then.
So that's ANZAC Day, and the day before ANZAC Day, a pretty important day in terms of the annual plan.
It is. I know for some people that probably trying to get submissions out of them for this annual plan is not what their minds are on at the moment. But funnily enough, we've actually had more submissions already than we got last year. So people are obviously using their time well. But yes, until the weekend, you can still make submissions to the annual plan, and we welcome them. Look, it is different times, so we do need to know what people's views are on what might happen next year.
Do those submissions make any difference in the final washout? Are they received in time to substantially change things?
Oh, definitely. Look, we, as a body, over the 3 years that I was in council, submissions made a huge difference. And I can remember last year especially, the rates and the way that things were looking changed markedly after submissions. And so they do make a significant impact on us. If people are prepared to make the time and effort to make a submission, then certainly we will take notice of them. Look, it's got to be tempered, obviously, that, they have to be realistic and practical and fit in with what we consider to be the best interests of the district.
And the new realities.
And the new realities, yes. And look, we know that the new realities probably are going to evolve over some time. To expect us to come up with sort of the plan in the next couple of weeks is not obviously going to happen, but we have till the end of June before we actually have to sign off an annual plan. So we think there's sufficient time there to be able to get our ducks in a row and try and get the strategies and plans that will help the district move forward, as well as recognise that these are vastly different times.
It must be devilishly difficult, Bernie, because even the economists are debating whether we're going to have a V-curve recovery, in other words, quite a rapid recovery, or a U-curve, with, in other words, a slower recovery and possibly a prolonged period in a recessed state. I just hope it's not an L shape, I imagine it must be very difficult to sensibly plan for what's to come because none of us have been here before.
No, none of us have been here before. So, while it's nice for these people to try and predict what is going to happen, it won't be until we're actually in the middle of it will we know what is going on. Sorry to say, but economists haven't been very right over the years in terms of predicting the effects of a lot of the financial crisis that we've had over the years. Look, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that with our diversity of the work and sort of business and industry that we have around this district, that we will recover a little bit quicker, possibly than others. But I'm also very mindful that, unfortunately, there will be some real challenges around that with unemployment and our welfare type of situation, which we have always found a challenge anyway.
Indeed. And I suspect there'll be, if not unemployment issues, there'll be redeployment issues as people's lives will change, at least in some respect.
For sure. Look, and we're seeing that already. And I think the educational facilities like HLC and some of the other, tertiary education providers will have to be very nimble and agile in trying to provide the courses and retraining that people will need to be able to contribute to the economy in the future. Now, look, we've seen a complete change that it is the service type of people and employment that is going to be vital for us to be able to continue. So the aged care providers, the nurses, the supermarket workers, the horticulturists, all those sorts of things, I think will play a huge role in us being able to try and recover from this.
Well, we will recover. There's no doubt about that. It's just a matter of time. And let's hope that we can use our time productively and look after this very special place in which we're so privileged to live. Bernie, I thank you for joining us this morning. Keep up the great work.
Thank you very much, Joe.
106.3 Beach FM.